In the previous sessions, you've mentioned the problem of ever-changing family systems. Can you give us a few core principles about this when it comes to parent training?
It is important to take seriously what poor parents themselves see as reflecting successful changes. In practice, as a support system for the learning processes, one needs a community-based structure as discussed in session 4, with a specific focus on community-based home units and community street workers. During the training processes, parents should have the same key worker all the time. This ensures that social care, health and education processes remain consistent and stable for children and parents with difficulties. One also needs a monitoring and evaluation system. It is about an ongoing process of monitoring progress or to inform one about possible barriers to learning and changes one needs to make. The unique dynamics of these changes and the impact on problem solving and behavior change become new learning in action. Group training works for some, but for others individualized home-based training is key.
So in home-based training, I assume, you also involve significant others in the household. Are there any benefits to that?
To involve the parent and other caretakers in the household is a way to prevent any gaps of uncertainties when some of the significant persons leave the household, because new insights and new learning stays behind. The dilemma of no transfer after training is circumvented because training and sharing happens in the family context itself, with the ongoing support from community-based staff members. Topics for home-based training are derived from the parents and caretakers themselves. Therefore, they are not being forced to be trained on something that is less relevant to their unique individual needs. In order to create a more sustainable and non-threatening trusting connection, you need to connect with them in terms of how and in which manner they need you, and attunement with their reality. Based on one's true understanding of human behavior, normalization as a strategy is key. In this way, you perceive the parent or caretakers as key role players, and parents feel less exposed and they are more open to talk about their needs and difficulties. One has to create and devise a miniature world with certain objects that signifies or that resonates with the child's and parent's immediate environment at home. This has practical implications for one's training material and individualized approach. This approach slowly breaks down practical barriers to learning. Parents and caretakers start to feel a sense of pride in themselves because they experience that they are valued. The most pressing problems, depression, helplessness, social isolation, and the sense of nothing we do really matters, could be addressed more effectively by a game-like strategy to learning and therapeutic support.
So training in general is not a voluntary request. It seems as if it is an outcome of a process of building trusting relationships and identifying the contextual needs of the parent on an ongoing basis.
Indeed, the experience of reality varies because each person has a different contextual profile. The quality of learning is determined by the impact of these contextual barriers on learning. More about practical strategies for training and learning in follow-up sessions.